Hello and welcome back again, Commanders and Commanderettes. Justy Puller here with another War Commander video, and this one is on the Strike Ops event, and it's how to do it with zero damage and very fast. Um, I tried a couple of different ways, and I think Bloodfang is the best way to go. And they did give us a free ops for Bloodfang, so I wanted to try it out, and it works great. This event is going to be done. Well, you can do it entirely with Bloodfang, just with Bloodfang alone. Just to speed it up, because you only have 2 hours per op, I'm bringing in Dr. Ake. You do not have to have Dr. Ake. You can have any extra unit that you feel that you can speed things up with. Now, the primary purpose of Dr. Ake is only to speed things up and to help Bloodfang out when he gets surrounded by enemies and so forth like that. So, I would suggest here you could use Sepulcher or Dr. Ake or maybe even Macedon. Macedon might work. I have not attempted Macedon, but it's my next video. I want to try Macedon. I want to get some of the tech for Macedon. And here's what you do. You just make sure your Dr. Ake or whatever other unit you're going to take in here does not take any damage, because Bloodfang, with his special op on, he will repair every time he kills a zombie. It has to be a zombie that he's killing and not like a turret or one of the units that are not zombies. And there's a couple of units to watch out for. There's these little brown tanks which shoot fire, and that's why I recommend maybe Dr. Ake isn't the best for this. Dr. Ake may be the fastest, but you're going to have to really watch your Dr. Ake, otherwise he's going to get wrecked. Okay, so not having Dr. Ake is not a downfall in this event. There's other units that you can use. If you need to go do something, just put, you need to go to the restroom or something, or go get a drink, just put Bloodfang in there, and when you come back, that base will be done. It'll take a little bit longer without a second unit, but I'm thinking Macedon is going to be the best one. However, I'm doing this video now. I don't have the tech for Macedon, so I don't want to use Macedon without his tech. I'm just going to use Dr. Ake for the interim, and this is my first time I'm using this special op, and so I haven't been that experienced at it, but I've been going through here with zero damage. And however, as I said, you do have to be careful, because if you get surrounded by zombies with your Dr. Ake, or if one of these, see those guys shooting the fire right there, you kind of need to stay away from those guys with Dr. Ake. They will cause you some damage. You only have 2 hours, and so what you want to do is move from base to base to base. You do not want to go back to your base and do even 5 minutes of repair. You're just wasting time, because you can run through this thing a whole bunch of times, and it's my estimate that you're going to get somewhere around 600,000 points with one special op. So you need approximately 1.8 million points. So that means you will have to do this 3 times. I believe there are 3 special ops in the store. So, plus, they give you one for free on the last event, and I think they give us one free on this event. So, that means that it's a total of 5 special ops that you're going to have, unless you've already used a special op. So just set aside 2 hours, because that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to not be distracted, not be called by people, to go to dinner or anything like that, you need to use the 2 hours efficiently and then take a break. After your 2 hours, do whatever you want to do. This is another reason why Dr. Ake is not ideal. He shoots beyond the unit. He's not actually shooting the unit, so the unit is only taking damage from being in the shadow of that purple thorium storm. So he's not great for killing units that are chasing him. Um, but if one of those tanks comes after him, keep running, because these units in here can only shoot you when you stop. Okay, let's see. So this is actually going to be fairly fast. And what you're doing is just letting Bloodfang go on his own. Now, as soon as you release Bloodfang, deselect him, because you don't want to be controlling him. You want him on his own. And the way you can deselect him is by... It used to be able to deselect from the keys, but you cannot do that anymore. Now you have to use your keyboard and press one of the numbers that you have not pre-programmed, like number 2 or whatever. My Bloodfang is number 1. I've pre-selected him or programmed him for number 1, and my Dr. Ake is number 2. So I will select number 2, even though Dr. Ake is not on the map. Watch out for this turret right here. That guy will cause your Dr. Ake damage. And notice how I waited until the catapult launched before I went after the catapult. But yes, you do speed things up quite a bit by having Dr. Ake in here. Now, it doesn't have to be Dr. Ake. It can be somebody else. Dr. Ake is like I said, this is the first time I've used the special ops, so I haven't experimented with other things. I just happen to know that from last event, Dr. Ake can do the whole base probably, but he's got to run away a lot. So that's why it's nice having Bloodfang out in front being the shield. And then there's certain turrets that Dr. Ake cannot get near. He'll get wrecked. So that red turret right there that just died is one of those turrets that you don't want to get shot by. And now, here's my other little piece of advice. Shoot the buildings. Try to leave the, as much as possible, the zombies for Bloodfang, because he will actually heal off of all of those. So just leave those for him. You notice I got out of the way there with Dr. Ake because there was that catapult, and I didn't want to be caught in the middle of the catapult. That might cause you to have to go back to your base. In this case, 0 damage. 0 damage on 1, 0 damage on 2. Thank you, Kixai, for the 8,000 XP. So generous of you. So generous. So now we go to the bonus. It has been about 6 minutes and we're already at the bonus base. The bonus base is going to give you 20,000, which is also not very much, but it's a total of 36,000 that you're going to get from completing one set. And don't forget, like I said, deselect Bloodfang so that you can bring in Dr. Ake. You do want to kill these dragon's teeth right here, because if Dr. Ake gets caught on there, it can be bad news. And notice how I retreated there, because that guy, normally he doesn't come out, but he started coming out for me, so I had to get Dr. Ake out of the way, because there was no room for Dr. Ake to move, and if Dr. Ake is standing still, that guy will cause damage to Dr. Ake. So I retreated him because there was really nowhere for me to go yet. You can run from those guys and cause them a lot of damage, but and not take any damage as long as you have room to run. In this case, if you run, you're running into other things, so we got to wait for a minute before we can open up a path here. and I'm stopping a lot. Notice I put it on defend because I do not want to be anywhere near when that catapult launches those zombies like this. See that? I wanted to get away because those zombies, there's no way of telling where they're going to land. Now I can get to the catapult. He just launched. It'll take him a second before he can launch again. And so that was a little bit cutting it close, but we did it, no problem. The zombies that don't shoot you are safe. Even the zombies that do shoot you, like the running, flaming guys in the back left there, I do like to shoot those guys, and I kill half of them, but the other half will chase me. We'll go after him again here real quick. You just got to make sure that all of the turrets that you're going to be passing by are not going to cause you any damage. Like I said, the purpose for Dr. Ake or any special unit that you're using, or any other unique unit that you're using, I didn't mean special, I meant unique, is only to speed the base up so that you can get more done in that single special op. This special op here that I'm using is the free special op that I got from the last event, and I did not use it because I just didn't feel like I needed to. I was fine just doing it free repair the way I was doing it, and I didn't need to waste my special op. And I also assumed that this event was going to really kind of need the special op. The last one, I didn't feel like I needed it, and I didn't know how powerful it was. I'm sure it would have been great on the last event too, but the last event was not really requiring it, if you know what I mean. Because we had options for more units, but this base, we can only use 2 units, and this event, we can only use 2 uniques, and we can only use uniques, so you are very limited. So this is the event where I felt like you're really sort of going to need some assistance here. And it turns out that we did, because I tried a couple of different ways right at the beginning, and I was like, okay, well, it worked. It did work, but it was like, you know, for 2000 XP, and then you got to go back to your base and repair for 3 minutes. I mean, that was going to be a long, drawn-out event, so I just wanted to do it fast, and I didn't want to go back to my base and repair. And so this is pretty much the only option that I have found so far, and I'm going to try to do it with as few special ops as possible, and I'm going to hoard the other special ops for the 3rd zombie event. Here's the bad news. There is another zombie event coming, and that's why this event was almost on top of another event. There is another zombie event coming, and when it does arrive, it's probably going to be the last use for Bloodfang until next year, and by then he'll be so hard nerfed that you'll probably want to get those special ops and use them in the next event. So I'm going to limit the number of special ops that I use, but 1.8 million XP is what I need, and if I can get 600,000 per special op, then I can do this I can finish this event in 6 hours. And that is doing a whole bunch of like 48, I think is what it is. 48 sets. Look at this. See, there is a free one right here. So I'll collect the free one, and then I'm not sure how many more there will be. Interesting, but the next one is 54,000, and I think that there's a total of 4 in there. They gave us one for free, so there's probably 3 more in there, and I probably will buy those 3. That's going to be the first thing I buy, just to ensure I can complete the event. Well, I hope it was helpful. Zero damage, very fast way to do it. About 10 minutes to do the whole set. Good luck, guys. See you next time.